Welcome, students. Today we are going to learn another writing skill, that is article writing. Before we understand the technique how to write a good article, let us first understand what is an article. An article should be or is like a conversation with the reader. It is an expression of one's thought on a particular issue or a subject, and the thoughts are logically and coherently written in meaningful paragraphs. An article writing, it requires very good research skills. One has to be creative, and also the command over the language needs to have good vocabulary and good knowledge of the subject and skill to organize the ideas. An article is a kind of a written work which can be published in a print or electronic medium. It may be for the purpose of propagating news, researching results, or academic analysis or debate. Generally, it is a piece of writing that is published in a newspaper or magazine. There are a multitude of different types of articles, including news stories, features, profiles, instructional articles, and so on. So, while each has specific qualities that are unique to its type, all articles share some common characteristics, from forming and researching your idea to writing and ending your work. Writing articles can give you a chance to share compelling and important information with readers. Writing a good article requires two things: one is good content and good technique. There's a lot of noise to compete against when writing on the internet or in a newspaper or magazine. Anyone can write something, post it, and call it an article. In the information age, the definition of an article has become very blurred line. The line between good and bad, however, is much more defined and arguably more important. Good content is relatively easy to create. Most people don't realize it, but everybody has interesting things to say. Good technique is harder. It can seem abstract, and it's often the thing that makes or breaks an article. A weak article falls flat, but a strong article changes minds, gains followers, carries weight, demands respect. It's a worthy and valuable pursuit. So, a good article has an introduction with a view to express your ideas, your own views, opinions, or arguments people take to writing articles. There are issues that concern people in general. So, when you get into the process of writing, first thing and foremost important thing is to collect relevant material. Then organize that in a proper sequence. You need to have a nice introduction, analyze it, give suggestions, and then in the end, conclude it. You need to develop your personality and knowledge to keep pace with the fast changing world. To keep yourself up to date with the latest happenings, you have to start reading newspapers, magazines, and journals. There are, people, you will come across many known personalities, those who will say that I spend hours and hours reading. Some people have been reading newspapers since they were maybe 5 or 6 year old. Written work published in print or internet medium for the purpose of disseminating news, academic analysis, research, or debate, as you know, is called an article. So, here this is the format of an article. You have your introduction. So, this introduction will have the first most important topic, the summary of main points. So that is what are you going to talk about, your thesis statement. Then you will have at the most three paragraphs. First, important supporting argument. Then you have another supporting argument. Then, third, if you have these many. And then, conclusion. The conclusion may have your own summarized argument, your own viewpoint. There are many kinds of articles. You can write their general type, local and for foreign. It can be for a newspaper, it can be local or foreign. Then you have editorials. When you write a letter expressing your personal view on a particular topic. For example, it's like nowadays it's online learning. What are the etiquettes for an online learning? You can easily write an article on it. Supposing you have had a very bad experience, maybe sitting on a platform or in an airport, so you can say, out of I ran out of luck, and write an article. So what was the reason? You can write an article in the for sports. Why do you think um, footballers or the boys like football so much? Or why do you think cricket is so important in, or it has become a more than a national game in our country? So when we start writing, think of an article writing, we have to understand with whom are we addressing this, or for whom are we writing, who are our readers. So we have to first identify our audience, right? Then, why are you writing the article, the purpose of writing an article? Then gather as much information as possible. Identify the details which are most important for you, and then organize that in a logical sequence. If we are able to do this, we can assure ourselves of writing a good article. So, we start by heading the title, which should be catchy and sharp. By whom? This is optional. We can write the name of the author. Then the body. First para introduction. You can start with a slogan or a question, something very catchy which can attract the reader's attention. An amazing fact, figure, or any statement it can have. Then second and third paragraph can have your arguments. It can have causes or effects, present state of affairs. But remember, you have to, you can't be, it can't be fictional. It has to be real. And then in the last paragraph, you have your own, you in the conclusion, you draw solutions or your own viewpoint which may have solutions, and then, or even if it you have not come up with any kind of solution, whether we have to, what is the purpose of finding a solution? Is it very important for all of us to think towards the solution, whatever it can be your conclusion? Now remember some points to remember when you're writing an article. Give a title that catches the attention of the reader, as I have already mentioned earlier, and always strive to grasp the attention of the reader. Just write with something very striking so that everyone gets interested in your topic. You can have heading or subheadings, but remember, one paragraph, that you should be clear about what you are writing. Unless you are clear about what you're writing, you cannot, it cannot be reflected in the paragraph which you are writing in. And always try to have a strong argument for your ideas, which is supported by some facts, some evidences. And then you can have use linking devices. You know, these, you, when you're dividing your articles into paragraphs, you have first paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, like that. So then you have these linking devices, these linking words, like however, therefore, although, even though, in order to, so that your composition looks like, connected as a whole. Introduce a new point at the beginning of each paragraph, that to strengthen your ideas, and develop your ideas as much as you can to make them interesting and substantial. Conclude with your strongest point. Always remember, this will give readers something to think about, either by asking another question or by asking to act upon. And also use passive voice. You all know now what is active and passive voice, so try to write in passive voice. Have some tint of humor. Try to use emotive language. Have some emotions, feelings reflected. Then rhetorical questions, real life or made up examples to provide a specific effect. Use semi formal or conversational tone. Try to avoid repetition of ideas. Underline all the important points. Make sure you double check for grammatical accuracy and spelling. Children, this is where you all lack. You are not able to do that. They have lot of marks. You lose marks if you do not take control of that. Always have a few general quotes in handy. They help in presentation and show that you have that it shows that you're prepared. And also be a very voracious reader. Keep reading editorials in a few newspapers too. They will give you a very good idea. Make small sentences. This is very important. Children, do not be very ambitious when you're framing sentences. Have small sentences, but you should know what you're trying to convey through that. Okay, so if you are able to write in small sentences, you see that you will have, make less mistakes in grammatical errors. So far this much for today. We will learn in the next class.